What's up, guys? My name is Josh and welcome to Audiophile Setup Tours episode number 6, where you guys submit your setups to get featured on the channel. And this is Ron. Ron is from New Record Day. New Record Day is a YouTube channel that makes audio type content, and if you're not subscribed to him, you should. Now for some real quick backstory narrated by yours truly. Ron started a giveaway of this record, but to enter you had to submit your setup to me to get featured on the channel. And there was a little bit of a twist. I had to select the winner.
Here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna let him pick.
But Ron made one fatal error. And that one fatal error, well, he basically said that I could select the winner in any way that I wanted. And since I'm not going to deal with that pressure, I'm not going to select the winner. You are. There's a straw poll link for everybody who entered. I'll check it again in 24 hours, and whoever has the most upvotes will win the record. So I'm not sure how long this video is going to be. If you could please watch it till the end, though, to make sure that if you do vote, you are being fair to all the other participants. There's a lot of participants, and I thought it'd be more fair if I put them all in one video. So this is going to get a little bit long. So grab a cup of coffee and chill. Okay, so the first submission, I want to send a huge thank you to Titus for submitting. Your setup looks just incredible, man. This theater room and the speakers that are in it, all the gear that's in it is awesome. It looks like he spent a lot of money and a lot of time on that. So he has a stereo system and a theater system. We're gonna be going over both. First, for his stereo system. That consists of a Keenwood Basic M2 amplifier, as well as a Keenwood Basic C2 preamp. And I'm not familiar with what this is, but he specifies a DBX 4BX range expander and a DBX 224X noise reduction and a DBX 400XG tape selector. He has a Sony mini disc player JA20ES. He also has a Sony cassette deck, and that model is the TCK909ES. He has a BSR equalizer, EQ3000, a Denon turntable, model number DP62L, with a lounge preamp, and a set of Polk Audio SDA SRS 2.3 speakers, Pioneer RT909s, and Pioneer RT707s. For his theater side, he has an Encoy TX NR929 receiver, a Sony CDP XA20ES, and that's playing through his Polk Audio SDA SRS 3.1 TLs. He has Klipsch center channels as well as 2 Klipsch subs, and then the side and the rear channels are Polk Audio. My thoughts on this setup. This is obviously like a lot of money and a lot of unique gear, and this is like the old school type of audiophile that you see at like an event like RMAF that's actually happening the weekend I'm filming this. I just love this type of stuff because you can tell it's really somebody who's really passionate, and the gear says a lot about kind of what you have, and it's very impressive to see. And Titus, thank you very much for entering. The setup looks awesome, man. I hope it sounds as good as it looks. All right, next we're gonna be going to Jerry and Jerry's setup. Now, Jerry didn't include too many pictures, but what he did include looks like a lot of fun. And speaking of speaker placement on both Titus's setup and Jerry's placement, Ron made a video a while ago talking about kind of a weird roundabout sort of way to achieve kind of holographic soundstage. And I would like to make a sort of a response video to that, talking about it. I think it'd be kind of fun, as long as he gives me permission to kind of play with that idea a little bit. But sorry, this setup just, it kind of reminds me of it. So it's a really great looking setup. What's funny is that his turntable, it's kind of hard to see, but his turntable is kind of like above everything. And I'm not sure if that's just for vibration, but it seems like a pain in the butt to get records up there. Like you'd have to bring a stool out or something. Although it depends on how tall that is. It's kind of hard to see scale. Maybe it's only like 5 feet up, who knows. So speaking of that turntable, it is a Dr. Fiekert Blackbird turntable with 2 tone arms. One is a Tails Simplicity 2, and the other is a Jelco 850M. For his preamp, he's using the BHK from PS Audio, which is a fairly popular higher end preamp. And then he's using the Nord 1UP mono amps. And all that is feeding into the PSB Imagine T3 speakers, which look beautiful. I love the kind of wood cherry color. I think they look really nice. All right, and then our next submission is from, I believe it's Rohit, but it might be Rohit. I'm sorry if I mispronounced that, but Rohit sends in his 3 different listening rooms or different listening setups, and we're gonna be running through all of them real quick here. So in his living room, he has a LP12 from Lin, a PS Audio Phono preamp, a NAD C658 streamer / DAC, a Shit Freya, Evotiva monoblock, and that is feeding into the Tecton double impacts, a pair of Magapan LRSs, that are resting on the side. I haven't yet heard any impressions of those, but I'm curious about them. And then to finish that room, he also has a vintage Pioneer SX 1080. Now his work area, he has an Outlaw RR 2160, a pair of Kef LS50s, which seem to be very, very popular, and a Project TT. Now he also has a dedicated listening room, which he has a Peachtree iNova, a Rotel amp, I've got a Rotel amp too, a Shit Manny, a Shit Loki, and Technics TT, and Zoo Dirty Weekends, which I'm not familiar with what that is. I'll have to check that out. I'll have to look up what that is. But the setup looks like a lot of fun. Thank you very much for submitting your setup, and good luck on the ratings. The next setup is from Nick, and I'm gonna include him here even though he didn't provide that much information or that many pictures. It's only 2 pictures and like 1 bit of information. I am not sure what turntable this is. So hopefully someone in the comments can enlighten you, but that's the turntable that he's got. It also looks like there's some amps and stuff around it. And then for speakers, he has Tecton Pendragons. That's it. So thanks for submitting, Nick. Good luck with the ratings. All right, and then we have Jeremy, and Jeremy's pictures I'm going to try and lighten up in Photoshop if I can, but we'll see what that ends up being like. Jeremy did not include what he has. Those actually look like a pair of Tectons, although I'm not sure what model number, the big ones. And then he also has what looks like a surround sound, or the beginnings of a surround sound, at least a center, a right, and a left from Klipsch, that I can recognize. Now down below it also looks like he might have a Modi, maybe? One on the bottom I think is a Freya tube amplifier. Either way, it looks like fun. Looks like he's got some Atmos speakers on the top. So I'm sure he's got the surround sound system, and it looks like he likes football. So I'm sure it sounds awesome, dude. Thanks for submitting. Next submission is going to be Matt, and Matt has Pioneer PLS 30s, a Marantz SC11 S1, a Rhythmic 15. He has some DIY speakers, and a Rotel RMB 1066. He says he needs a new amp. And those speakers look awesome. You did a good job on building those. Then we have Sharon, and Sharon's got an awesome record collection. Definitely subscribe to New Record Day for a reason. Looks like he got some old school albums in there as well as some new school ones. Got some Ed Sheeran in there, some ABBA. Okay, so Sharon again did not provide any gear. You guys got to list your gear out. It looks great though. I mean, it looks like a lot of fun. It looks like at least a 3.0 setup. You definitely have a center channel right and left. It looks like 2 subwoofers, so it looks like a pretty extensive system. Those speakers look pretty nice. I think I've seen them before. Oh, I think those are Sonos Fiber speakers if I'm not mistaken, but I don't know the model number, but I do think that's the brand. Looks like Sharon has a turntable, maybe a preamp and an amplifier. It looks like a Macintosh amp. And then I think that is a PS Audio BHK preamplifier as well. Either way, I think it looks beautiful. It's a really great setup. The record like little stand area is awesome. It kind of reminds me of some like old school newspaper stands, which is, it's a good thing. So that's gonna wrap up today's episode. Definitely vote down below for the person that you think should win the record. Subscribe to New Record Day for some really high quality reviews. And if you know the gear that was not put in this video, drop a comment down below, and make sure to upvote this, guys, so people see what people actually have. And I'll add stuff to the gear list that you can see in the description down below as I learn more of what actual gear was used in here. Okay, all right, that's gonna wrap it up. Thanks very much for watching. My name's Josh, signing off.